Captain Vex pressed a scale palm to the bridge viewport, watching the enemy armada swell larger by the hour. The Galactic Council's defense fleet drifted in space like broken toys, hull scarred from 3 days of relentless assault. Smoke trailed from ruptured compartments, and emergency beacons flickered across every frequency. Status? Vex asked, though he already knew the answer would bring no comfort. Lieutenant Kai consulted his tactical display with trembling fingers. 47 operational vessels, sir, down from 200 at the start of the siege. The DRA Empire had attacked without warning, their black warships erupting from hyperspace like a plague of locusts. Their technology surpassed anything the Council possessed, and their ruthless efficiency shattered every defensive line in hours. Now the last remnants of civilized space's navy cowered behind the shields of Outpost 7, a lonely station at the galaxy's edge. Commander Ellis of the human delegation stood beside the captain's chair, her weathered face unreadable despite the dire odds. Humans were still newcomers, only 5 years in the Council, and most species dismiss them as primitive warriors, useful only for ground combat. Any word from the reserve fleets? Vex asked, even as hope drained from his voice. Kai shook his head. The DRA have cut every major hyperspace route, Captain. Even reinforcements can't reach us. Through the viewport, the DRA armada shifted into attack formation. Dreadnoughts glided forward with predatory grace, weapon arrays glowing a murderous crimson. The DRA wanted no negotiation, no surrender, only annihilation. Sir! Kai's voice cracked. Enemy weapons powering, final assault imminent. Vex closed his eyes, feeling the weight of billions of lives balanced on this moment. If Outpost 7 fell, nothing would stop the DRA from sweeping across Council space. Then every proximity alarm on the bridge screamed. Multiple hyperspace signatures. Kai shouted, confusion eclipsing fear. Massive displacement, Sector 7. Brilliant flashes filled the viewport as dozens of ships tore out of hyperspace. They weren't sleek Council cruisers. These vessels were angular, brutal, hulls sheathed in armor and bristling with gun turrets. They moved with mechanical precision, snapping into battle lines as if rehearsed 1,000 times. Who are they? Vex demanded. Ellis stepped forward, a fierce smile on her lips. Those are human ships, Captain, Earth's Third Fleet, by their formation. Impossible, Vex muttered. Humans don't field navies on the scale. Yet their rivals kept coming. Destroyers, cruisers, colossal carriers dwarfing even the Council's flagship. Every surface screamed function over form. Painted with the flags of Earth's many nations, united beneath one command. The lead Colossus, a behemoth crusted with missile pods and rail cannon batteries, hailed all frequencies. A calm, precise voice, tinged with Earth's military accent, filled the bridge. This is Admiral Blake of the Earth Defense Force. All Council vessels, maintain position and prepare to support fleet operations. DRA forces, you have 30 seconds to commence withdrawal before we engage. Vex stared, astonished. How did they arrive? The hyperspace routes are sealed. Ellis chuckled darkly. Humans don't use standard corridors, Captain. They punch their own holes through space-time, messy, dangerous, but effective when the obvious routes are blocked. Out among the stars, the DRA formation hesitated, clearly stunned by this unexpected foe. They must have viewed humans as primitives easily swept aside. That mistake would be their last. 30 seconds elapsed, Blake announced. All units, weapons free. Target priority, enemy capital ships. Show them why Earth never backs down. The human fleet opened fire with devastating precision. Their armament was purely kinetic. Hypervelocity slugs and mass missile salvos that turned raw momentum into apocalyptic force. A wave of projectiles crushed the first DRA dreadnought. It erupted in a blossom of fire and debris. Escort frigates followed, hammered into drifting wrecks as human destroyers closed the gap with reckless courage, trading armor for killing blows. Remarkable, Vex breathed. Their tactics are so direct. Ellis nodded proudly. Humanity's been at war for thousands of years, Captain. We learned long ago that sometimes the best strategy is overwhelming force, applied precisely where it hurts most. DRA's shields and armor, formidable against energy weapons, crumble beneath tungsten rods flying at relativistic speeds. Human fighters slash through the chaos, pilots executing maneuvers that would make any safety-minded council officer faint. In barely 2 hours, the mighty DRA armada was broken. Survivors fled headlong for hyperspace, human pursuit craft nipping at their heels. The threat that had seemed unstoppable was shattered against Earth's resolve. When the last enemy's signature vanished, Admiral Blake's image appeared on Vex's main screen. Young, steel-gray eyes, hair cropped to regulation length. Every inch a soldier. Council forces threat neutralized, she reported. We'll maintain patrols until reinforcements arrive. Vex found his voice. Admiral, the Galactic Council owes you its existence. But how did Earth mobilize such strength so quickly? Blake's confident smile never wavered. When humanity joined the Council, we were told to expect the best but prepare for the worst. We took that advice seriously. Third Fleet was already on exercise when your distress call reached Earth Command. She leaned closer. Besides, we have a saying on Earth. Nobody fight alone. When our allies cry for help, we answer. That's what it means to be human. As the battered Council ships formed up under protective umbrella of Earth's fleet, Vex understood that the galaxy had gravely underestimated these newcomers. They lacked the elegance and ancient culture of older civilizations, but they possessed something rarer, an ironclad promise that, against any threat, they would stand beside their friends. The DRA Empire would remember this day and learn to fear the thunder of human warships dropping out of hyperspace.